Hello Libra, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is for the week ahead. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, Libra, whether you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Libra, or you are a cross watcher. Thank you so much for doing that. I do appreciate you. So we are going to look into 3 hands this week. We're going to do 3 different reads for you. Just want to try and get more energy into these readings, and hopefully it ends up in 3 situations. Sometimes the situations follow along with each other. Sometimes they end up being the same situation for all 3 hands, but sometimes we end up getting different energies for all 3 hands. So let's find out what's going on for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on with Libra. If you are brand new, I hope you will stay. I hope you will subscribe. We do need to build this Libra tribe. And if you are the ride or die, the one who's always given the thumbs up, sharing, subscribing, liking, I appreciate you so much. It does tell the algorithm that you like this programming. So if you do like it and you want to build it, please hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Tell me about Libra. What's going on with Libra in the week ahead, please? Whenever you find this reading, it will be for the week ahead, whether that you find it today, tomorrow, or next year. And let's take a look. Libra. Tell me about Libra. We have the Ace of Wands. There is a new path opening up here for you, my friend. A new path that is exciting. It is very energetically charged. There is a brand new path. Tell me why we have the Ace of Wands here for Libra, please. Tell me about Libra. We do have Temperance because it is the moment of alchemy. So I don't know that you see this coming, but you might feel a shift of energy, or even if you don't feel the shift of energy, it is the moment of alchemy. So I want to say that the Ace of Wands is what is coming to you in the week ahead. You can't ignore the major arcanas. They are coming at you 100. There is going to be a moment of alchemy where you feel well, or you feel like everything is working out in your favor, or it shifts in some type of way, and it opens up a new path for you here. We have Sagittarius energy, and as I say that, the 2 of Wands comes up, the adventurer, right? That's Sagittarius. So I feel like you are going to, in the week ahead, have to make some type of decision. I feel like you've been waiting on this decision, that you didn't want to make it in haste. It seems exciting. I think you want to do it. You want to open this path, but you've been waiting for the right time, or waiting for the moment of alchemy. We do have 2 wands, and one here with the Ace of Wands is the 3rd wand. And the 3 of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like you decided already that you want to go. She's holding on to the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is what is right here. It feels like you're about to make a decision about the future, about going on some type of an adventure in the future here. Oops. We do have the Emperor, possibly. The Emperor for you could be a person. The Emperor is somebody who has the wisdom of all the kings. This could be somebody who is your superior or your boss. Could be someone who is a father figure or an older brother. But the Emperor is somebody who rules the empire. So it could be someone who's higher up in the business that you're in, or the corporation that you work for. But it feels like this Emperor here is somebody who is possibly in the future. If you decide to take the adventure, if you decide to get on this path, Libra, I feel like there is an Emperor waiting in the future. What's the purpose of the Emperor being here, though? It feels like the Emperor is the one who is going to fuel your adventure. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Why is the Emperor in the future? The Emperor is in Aries, but when the Emperor is here, so are all the kings: Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. And tell me about the Emperor. Why is the Emperor in the future? The Emperor is going to bring the 9 of Cups, so this is wish fulfillment. What else do we need to know about the 9 of Cups? We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the 4 of Wands. Okay. It feels like for some of you could be traveling. Now, for some of you, you might know the Emperor. You might be traveling toward the Emperor because they are your romantic wish fulfillment, and you're about to move in. Some of you might be moving in with the Emperor. If you are the Emperor. And the Emperor is an energy, understand, as well as, the signs the sign is, the Aquarius energy for the Emperor. The Emperor is all the kings, has all the wisdom, can make the decisions, makes the hard decisions, the easy decisions. And I feel like this person is very stable and secure. This is somebody here who I feel is pretty solid. You can count on them. They're the kind of person where if you give them A, they're always going to give you B. You can count on them to make really good decisions. I feel for some of you that you're about to go on an adventure with the Emperor, but I think that you're waiting for the right time, or maybe you're waiting for the Emperor to step forward here. Tell me about the Temperance card here. What is this shift of energy? What's the moment of alchemy, and what's happening during the moment of alchemy here? We do have the Four of Swords, we have the King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. It does feel like you've been keeping this Emperor at arm's length, but I want to say that I feel like this Emperor is going to show their emotional self to you, or they have shown their emotional self to you. I feel like you've been healing the self, healing your emotions in the way that you love, becoming emotionally available. The Four of Swords is healing of the mind. And when we heal the mind, we heal the heart, right? Because they're connected to each other. And I feel like with the Four of Swords and the King of Cups, that there is somebody here who is becoming emotionally available. If it's you, I feel like you're working on that right now, that you're trying to become emotionally available and trying to ready yourself because you already feel like something in the future is coming. You could have some psychic energy like the King of Cups. We do have the Seven of Wands, and it tells me that you've been keeping love at arm's length. That's what it feels like. You've been keeping love at arm's length, and you've been trying to ready yourself because it feels like somebody here knows that something is happening, that the Emperor is waiting in the future. Some of you are going to travel toward the Emperor. Some of you are going to meet this Emperor in your travels, in your adventures, which is the Two of Wands. Some of you are making a decision about the Emperor. The Emperor, I feel like the Two of Wands is the decision, and the Emperor is the person who I feel you see as the wish fulfillment, the romantic interest, and somebody that you would be interested in having this solid, sort of stable, exciting kind of energy with, maybe moving in together with the Four of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here? What's the adventure? What's the decision? We've got the Magician, we've got the Death card, and we have the Five of Cups. So it feels like there's an end to some sort of regretful emotions. It feels like you're repairing your emotional situation here. You're becoming available. You're starting to realize that you're emotionally intelligent, or trying to heal yourself into that. The Magician is here, which tells me you have all the tools to be able to do that. And because of that, your wish fulfillment and what you're manifesting, I feel like what you're manifesting is transformational energy between you and the Emperor. Something has gone on here that has been sad, or we have regrets about the past, something that didn't work out for us. Tell me more about this, please. What is the Five of Cups? These two people, yeah, it feels like the Emperor is your person. They are a teacher. They're on your team. I feel like you're very attracted to them. You feel very connected to them, spiritually connected to them. It feels like you've been in disconnect with this person. Yeah, you've been up in your head. You've been disconnected from the Emperor here, but you're about to reveal something to the Emperor, which is going to cause you to make this decision about the Ace of Wands and open up this path to go with the Emperor, because you see a very bright future with the Emperor. We've got the Four of Cups. The Emperor's waiting for your decision. So I don't know if somebody asked you, will you move in with me? Will you move from your state to another part of the country? Will you move from state to state? Will you move from wherever you live now to another part of the world? It feels like you have to travel to get there, and it feels like the Emperor is waiting on your decision. That's what it feels like here for some of you. Let's take a look at the signs we're dealing with here. We've got Gemini. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Aries in the Emperor. We do have Sagittarius energy. All right. Let's find out what the second hand says. Tell me about Libra. What does Libra need to know in the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. What else do we need to know about Libra? Libra, this is the type of reading that I do when you go over to Wizio, and I will place a link above all of the comments in the comment section. You'll see it at the very top. There's a link there if you want to book a private reading over at Wizio. But this is the kind of reading that I do for the 3-question read over at Wizio. If you're interested in doing that for your personal energy. Tell me about Libra. What else is coming up in the week ahead, please, for Libra? General energies for Libra. We do have the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. Why do we have the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant? Pardon me. The 8 of Swords, we have the Hierophant, we have the Strength card, and we have the Chariot. Interesting. 3 major arcanas here. I want to say that you're in your head. You're trying to make a decision about something. This is a prison of the mind. You've put yourself there, Libra. You can't make a decision about something, or you're holding back making a decision, but something is confusing you in the mind. I feel like your hands are tied, that you really can't see the situation for what it is, and you're really not sure about what to do, so you're doing nothing. That's what it feels like here. And that's the thing, right, about you, Libra. It's like you always require balance. So if the 8 of Swords is the only place where you can get balance, that's where you will be stuck. So we do have Faith, which is Taurus energy. That is the Hierophant energy. We do have Strength, which is Leo energy, and we have the Chariot energy, which is Cancer. I feel like what you're stuck up in your head about is you're trying to find some courage to move forward, or to move a distance, or to get in your chariot and go somewhere. But I want to say what you first have to do is you have to become balanced, right? We do have the light and the dark horse here, and that's an indication that, you know, there must be a feminine and masculine balance. You have to have your energy balanced before you're going to be able to get in the chariot, because the chariot requires balance, right? There's not a whole lot of balance. There's just like this little metal pocket, right, with the 2 horses out front, and everything must be balanced, because it's easy to have the chariot run off the road. I want to say that you're racing really quickly, or want to race quickly to some sort of a victory. I feel like that you are trying to be strong and holding your position, the position that's in your mind, the place where you are stuck. It feels like you need to trust yourself more. The Faith card is here as the Hierophant. I feel like you need to trust the higher self. You need to trust your intuition more. You need to trust that the path you're on is the path you're supposed to be on. The Strength card, of course, is, you know, it's the balance between the external self and the internal self, or the higher self, right? And so I feel like you're holding back because you're waiting for the balance to come. That's what it is. You're waiting for this balanced energy here before you make a move forward and head out in the chariot. Chariot tells me that whatever you want is in the distance. It's in the future. Tell me why the chariot's here, please. We do have the 10 of Swords. We do have the 4 of Swords. Lots of swords here. You are really up in your head here. The 10 of Swords and the Chariot. I feel like someone here is up in their head making a decision about ending some type of a cycle. The Chariot moves really quick. So I feel like the cycle that you're trying to end is moving too quickly, is maybe reserving your energy, holding back. That's what the Strength card is, holding back, trying to listen to the higher self before you make a decision to move forward. It feels like with the 10 of Swords and the Chariot, it tells me here that what the cycle that you want to end is a cycle of making quick decisions. You could have fire in the chart, maybe moon or rising, Venus or Jupiter. And it feels like you're wanting to make some type of a decision, but you're trying to slow it down. You're holding back a little, trying to look at the situation and weigh it out a little bit before you make a decision. And that's what the 4 of Swords is for. The 4 of Swords is like, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for what I'm about to do. And what you're about to do is come to some type of achievement, or you're closing the door or wrapping something up. Like it feels like you are coming to a full circle on something, and you need to make sure that you're in this sturdy sort of mental place, right? We've got the Four of Swords, which is stability of the mind, but it is also healing, right? That's how you get stability of the mind. So I want to say that although you're in the Eight of Swords, that you're trying to slow down to make the right decision, because you don't want to have to endure this Ten of Swords again. The thing is this, is that if you keep trying to sidestep everything in order to not get hurt, you're just going to be stuck in the spot that you're stuck in. And I feel like although it's true, you should stop moving forward super quickly and jumping into things, I feel like the Four of Swords here is giving you a moment of rest or reckoning or thinking about it or healing the mind before you decide whether or not you are going to close this door. Either way, whatever it is that you're ending here, whatever's coming to an end, because you're closing the door on a chapter, and really what I think you're closing the door on is jumping and making split-second decisions and running at things too quickly. And that's how you're going to avoid the pain of this ending here. But it does feel like this cycle is all in your head. I want to say this chapter is all in your head, and it's all about overthinking here. So something is about to come to an end, but it does feel like it is a milestone or an achievement. So I want to say the milestone or the achievement is getting out of your head and deciding that that you are not going to charge at things, but you're going to think things out first and hold back, reserve your judgment, hold back and listen to the higher self. We've got the King of Swords, we've got the Devil, we've got the Justice card, and we have the Knight of Wands. So again, it feels like with your Justice and the Knight of Wands here, that it feels like you know that if you move too quickly, if you take too many risks, that it's going to upset the balance. And so I feel like you've decided that you're no longer going to go with this energy of taking risks and upsetting the balance. I feel like you're paying attention to your own energy, which is I require balance. And when you take these risks, it is not balance. And it doesn't matter if it's with a job or with a relationship, or it seems like you make decisions sometimes that are snap decisions and you don't look into the future too far. You don't weigh, like I don't see any pentacles here, so nothing is grounded. We're not moving slow, we're not going over details. We've got the Devil here and the King of Swords. It feels like sometimes you get talked into stuff. I want to say that there is obsessive thinking going on here, and you don't want to be hurt again. So I feel like the Devil has got you in a chokehold. I want to say that you're thinking about all the things that could go wrong, right? The Ten of Swords, all the things that could go wrong. The Devil is throwing doubt into your thought pattern here. I feel like you do want to cut away from the Devil, and I feel like you can. I feel like you will, because Justice is here. I do feel like you will be able to gain some balance. We do have Justice looking over at the Devil, and we do have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the one who is just going to be honest, right? Honest and truthful. I see the King of Swords in the upright as being noble, someone who's making good decisions, but someone who makes decisions that they don't really care how anyone else feels about it. I'm just going to go ahead and make these decisions, and even though I have a little bit of doubt, I'm going to check with myself first. I need to make sure that I'm in balance. Now, the Devil showing up here, I feel, is just casting doubt, because I feel like in the past, maybe you've moved too quickly and lost your balance. So I feel like this is an accomplishment that you're coming up against here. I feel like it's really somebody who is thinking within themselves that it almost feels like somebody here is learning a lesson because the Hierophant is present. Tell me what lesson we're learning here. Yeah, it's the lesson of the Tower here, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the Magician is in the reverse. I really do feel like you're a person, because you're kind and balanced, that people think they can easily manipulate you. And I think in the past, you may have been easily manipulated by someone who kind of was with you for your money, or the stability you could offer, or this grounding energy, this confident energy. And I want to say that this was an illusion. It feels like it was a relationship or a friendship or a job that was based on a lot of illusion. Things weren't working, but you kept saying to everybody, no, it's okay. It's all right, everything's fine, because you require balance all the time. But the Tower shows up here, and it shows up with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Magician is in the reverse. So I feel like you realize someone here in the past is trying to manipulate you, not only out of your money and your balance and your stability, but it feels like the Tower shows up as mercy to shake you up, to put you in this Eight of Swords so you would repair everything and make a different decision and decide that it is time for you to move slower. It's time for you to move way slower to make these decisions, and that not everybody is acting in your best interest. Not everybody is. And that maybe because you are kind and balanced, it feels like you are somebody who's easily manipulated. I feel like you've got some stability now, though. You've learned some type of lesson, or you're learning a lesson. We do have the Page of Swords here. It feels like you're learning a lesson of stability, that you got to come first. You got to make sure that you and your Pentacle world are covered first before you start offering other people your stability, before you start offering other people money. I feel like somebody manipulated you out of money. That's what it feels like, because you doubted yourself. You doubted your mind until faith showed up and you learned your lesson. All right. Let's figure out what's going on here with signs. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Capricorn and Libra. We have Cancer energy here, Leo. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Aries energy. We've got Scorpio energy and Taurus energy. All right. One more hand. Let's find out what's going on. Tell me about Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. What is coming up for Libra in the week ahead? What else does Libra need to know? Tell me what else Libra needs to know. Tell me about Libra, please. What else does Libra need to know? That one almost fell. What is that? We've got the Four of Swords. Why do we have the Four of Swords here for Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why do we have Four of Swords? The Four of Swords is here because of the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So it does feel like you want to liberate yourself from some sort of a Two of Cups situation. The Two of Cups is in the upright, and it tells me that there is a love situation that you almost feel like you're stuck in. You're trying to make a decision, which is what the Four of Swords is about. It's about trying to get mental balance. You're trying to get stability, make some sort of decision. I feel like the decision that you're about to make is you're about to relieve yourself of some sort of a love situation that has got you on the ropes. The Eight of Swords is here. So I feel like the Queen tells me that you're about to liberate yourself. Whether you are feminine or masculine, this could be your energy, right? This is Libra energy, but also Aquarius and Gemini in this general reading. So I want to say that you're thinking it over. You're thinking it over. There is a love situation that I feel you need to be really honest about. You need to be honest about your feelings. You need to be honest about the way you feel about what's going on here. And it feels as though you're about to tell somebody very honestly about your feelings and how you're feeling about the situation. Now, I don't think that this energy that you're feeling is really very positive. I feel like you're stuck in your head. We've got the Eight of Swords here. It feels like your hands are tied. You don't know what to do. You don't see something for what it really is. And we do have the Chariot in the distance here. It's like somebody is racing to some sort of a victory, but it seems like it's moving too fast. It feels like it's moving too fast for you. And that's why you're stuck in your head here. Why are we stuck in the Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords came out in the last hand. So I want to say whoever I'm connecting to, that you are somebody who overthinks a lot of things. It feels like you can't make a decision until you go into this place of like overthinking it for a week before you make your decision. And I don't think that you go by yourself into this energy to just think about a decision. I feel like you think about all the things that could go wrong. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Why are you stuck in the mind here? Eight of Swords about this Two of Cups. Chariot came back out. It's moving too fast. I feel like there is a relationship here that is moving way too fast for somebody's liking. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And we do have the Fool. Okay, so it does feel here like, it does feel like you're worried that there won't be enough stability if you move too quickly into some sort of leap of faith. So you're kind of stuck in your head. It does feel like there is somebody here who's already offered a cup to you, and you're about to liberate yourself and tell this person exactly how you're feeling about the situation. Now, I think that in the future, you are feeling like it feels like you are not really being very vulnerable in some type of deep connection. I want to say that it's all moving too quickly. There needs to be a conversation, right? The Ace of Swords is here. We need to have a conversation, some clarity. We need to be honest with each other. It feels like with the King of Pentacles in the reverse that you feel as though maybe it might be a financial impact if you move too quickly. It also might be, something to do with your home, something to do with your car or your house or your job. It feels like you don't want to move this quickly into the future because you don't want this to turn to be unstable. It feels like you want to move slower into whatever the Fool energy is. What is the Fool energy, please? We have, you're scared that right now things might be based in fire. And fire always burns out. If you don't have any swords and you don't have pentacles, so if you don't have intellectual connection and you don't have any stability, then it stays in wands, and wands is fire. So I want to say that you're probably in a relationship where you feel that the fire part of it is going really well, but you know that the fire is going to burn out eventually. If it's only based in fire and you don't know what to do. The Four of Cups is here. You're not sure what to do with the emotions that you're feeling here. Tell me about what you want to say about the Two of Cups. What does Libra want to say about the Two of Cups? What is the information Libra's going to give? Yeah, I feel like you're gonna bring it up in conversation. We have your energy here, Justice. You need to have some sort of communication here. There needs to be a really honest, clear conversation about what we're doing next. Do we have a plan? Look, so many people don't make a plan. We don't look at, are we financially compatible? Are we emotionally compatible? Are our families compatible? We're raised in different ways. Are we compatible? It's the compatibility piece that people usually miss out on. So I want to say that the King of Wands tells me that the passion is top tier, but somebody here is scared that maybe we'll end up with a broken heart, or maybe a third party will enter if I don't make a decision to stay in this passionate energy here and move super fast to take a leap of faith into some sort of a love relationship. But I'm really scared that we haven't built the foundation correctly yet. That's what it feels like here. So we do have Justice. And so I feel like when you stand up and when you do liberate yourself and you are very honest with your partner, I think you're going to tell them, look, there's no stability here. We haven't built a foundation. All we have is fire right now. We haven't built the foundation. This is moving too fast. And we do have the Ace of Swords, which tells me you're going to be like, we need to sit down and work over details. We need to be very clear with each other about what our expectations are. Are we compatible in all the things we're trying to do here? Because it is a Ten of Cups situation, but I feel like you are thinking about, I don't know, is it going to work out if we move this fast? Tell me about the Two of Cups. What does Libra need to know about the Two of Cups, please? We have the King of Swords. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's what it is. You're not really sure if you want to be single or if you want to be in some sort of a committed relationship. You haven't decided yet. I feel like if you do approach whoever the partner is, because we do have the King and the Queen of Swords here, I feel like it'll be an even matched conversation. I want to say that your person also has these questions. They also need clarity, truth, honesty, and transparency from you. They don't want you to blow smoke. They don't want you to tell them what they want to hear. This person wants your truth and your honesty because they're ready to be truthful and honest with you as well. With the Hanged Man here, it feels like you're holding back, or you're sort of in some sort of a self-sacrificing energy here. It feels like you need more details, or you're trying to get clarity or perspective on what might happen in the future. You don't have to be psychic or anything like that, but I feel like sometimes, we don't follow along with the crumbs. We don't follow along the path and figure out where it's going. Thinking it out, talking about it. What are we going to do financially? Where are we going to live? Who are we going to live with? Is this going to work? Is it based in emotions? Because I feel like the emotions aren't really something we've talked about, because we're showing up with the 4, which means I'm not giving it to you. You're not giving it to me. This is kind of boring me. The passion is boring me after a while. What are we going to do about the emotions? So the hard part about it is, I think 4 and 2 cups, that's 6. I feel like you have a lot of history with this person, and it's hard to make a decision that's cut and dry, because you don't want to cut somebody out if they are actually, you want them in your life. So I feel like what you want to do is you want to see somebody, but you don't want to be in a relationship that you call a relationship. You don't want to give each other labels, like a relationship, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It feels like somebody here doesn't want to put labels on it, because the 9 of Pentacles is here. It feels like somebody here has built themselves to here financially, and they're not really sure whether they want to give that up to somebody else or not, because the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. We do have a Tower here. Somebody's got to make a decision, or it will be forced about what we're going to do. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody is taking their time making a decision and keeping somebody at arm's length, because they don't want to talk about it. So I don't know if it's you or them, but somebody is not opening their mouth and talking about it. It's taking a long time for us to reconnect and have this conversation, because somebody's trying to avoid a fight. Somebody here is keeping this new beginning, or this abundant new beginning, at arm's length. We do have the 7 of Wands, which tells me that somebody is looking forward to a passionate path, but hasn't really made the decision as to whether they're going to invest or not yet. The Tower is here in the distance, and it feels like somebody is going to be forced to make a decision about what's going on here. All right, so we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, more Aries energies. We got Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer energy, Libra energy, more Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I will be back, because I'm always back. Thank you for being here and tuning in, and I'll be back for you. Thanks, Libra. Bye-bye.